Welcome everybody to my YouTube channel. Today I am looking specifically at how the different capturing types affect overall capture. So the tool that I'm going to be using today is the Microsoft's Xbox Game Bar Capture, which you access using the Windows key and G, and I'm also going to use the GeForce Experience capture method using Alt and Z to access the panel and Alt and F9 to start recording. The reason for doing this is the first video that I game bar capture method, but I also used the Microsoft Voice Recorder to record the microphone audio. The reason for this was I didn't realise that the capture would also capture the mic audio, and I wanted to make sure that was on a separate feed effectively, so I could edit that at a later date inside the Adobe Premiere Pro that I'm using. Anyway, let's start the test. I don't know what model that is, a 6 something series model, but it's running, it's only got 4 cores and it's running flat out, absolutely flat out, 100%, everything was laggy. So it's an i5 7400 running at 3 gigahertz, and it looks like it can peak up to sort of like 3.3. Anyway, I thought I'd give it a shot and let's see what happens if you try recording using the kind of Windows game capture mode, and I hope the audio is recording here, versus the Nvidia sort of experience option. I had a little play earlier, and what I did quite like actually is the Nvidia experience option allows you to record the audio from the mic on a separate track. So when you put it in a video editor like Premiere Pro, you can see 2 audio tracks. A bit of a result. Yesterday I was recording through the the voice recorder, and I was having a bit of an issue with trying to line up what I was saying and what the video footage was doing. It was a bit of a crazy one. Anyway, you can see my Cities Skyline load screen. So I'm going to load up my latest game. 145,000 people in this map. It's just a learning map. I mean, I've got every cheat going probably. I've got the infinity money. I've got the hotel, the hospital deluxe, because I was having an issue with lots of people dying on me and sick people, and I was having a big issue with garbage. Anyway, so I have put a few of those options on just to stop the massive amount of decline in population. So let's have a look to see how this loads up. The other options I've got, of course, is to really drop down some of the graphical settings. So once this loads up, it is pretty large. I can show you those settings that we've got. Okay, before we carry on, let's just have a look. I did turn off one of the options, which was kind of the fog. I disabled the depth of field. That was creating a blur effectively in the distance. Looks really good, but I decided I don't want that. I've got the game was really good, so I went and bought a graphics card. Got an Nvidia 2060 Super, nothing massively expensive, because I know that the big holding block is going to be my processor, and this game needs a lot of CPU accordingly. Anyway, I am running a standard 1080p system, shadows on high, very far, enabled and unable. The idea being is if one of the 2 recording methods is better, I might drop some of these features down to improve the overall smoothness of the capture. Anyway, let's get back into it. At the moment I'm not doing anything in the game. The game is paused, and it is running at about 60% CPU. I'm using about 14 gig of memory, and the graphics card is sitting around about 40%. So we're going to unpause the game. CPU is now 100%. Graphics card is still around about 30%, and let's just whack on the old cinematic mode and see what happens. Okay, so I've started using the GeForce Experience now. Let's see how this handles the recording. So again, we are recording. We're just going to pop into the old cinematic mode, although annoyingly the GeForce buttons are right in the way of a couple of the buttons down the bottom corner. It's really jerky. What I don't understand is why the trains are always queuing. 100% CPU, 33% GPU. Memory is sitting at a nice 14 gig of used, and the processor is sitting at 3.29 gigahertz. So I'm on a different map because basically it was pretty obvious that there is a real issue with the audio capture when using the Microsoft Xbox Game Bar, if that's what it's called. If you listen to the previous footage, the first few couple of minutes in, as soon as I turn cinematic mode on, or in fact as soon as I go into the game, the audio is just in and out. It's pretty appalling. Inside Premiere Pro, actually the Xbox Game Bar recording capture mode was sitting at about 23 frames per second. When I moved over to the GeForce Experience, it says it's running at 16 frames a second. But you can hear the difference in the audio. I prefer the sound of my voice, I can tell you, when using the GeForce Experience. So I shall be using GeForce Experience from now on. Also, because it gives you the option to have a second audio track to record the voiceover on, which is brilliant. Why would you not do that? I did have a little play with the settings in Game Bar mode, but moving the settings down from like shadows and various other things from very far and far down to short didn't really make the capture any smoother. It was still jerky. But I think probably from the point of view of watching it, yes, it's not silky smooth. I would need something seriously powerful to make it really smooth. But I think it's good enough to do what I want to do with the channel and what I want to do with Cities Skyline, which I am considering to try to start making a replica of my hometown. It's only a small town, I don't know how many people are in it, but using Google Maps and some Yorkshire tea, as Biffa would say, I am gonna give it a shot and give that a go. So anyway, if you want to see how I progress that, please do subscribe and like the channel, share it of course. It would be nice to have a subscriber, because I don't have one yet. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. It's getting a bit late for me. I need to go to bed so I can go to work tomorrow. So yeah, thanks very much for watching this video, and I shall see you soon. Bye.